Welcome, Discovery Canyon, to our weekly Thunder Talk, and hope all is well. We're super excited to kick off the winter sports season next week for those teams that haven't got to compete yet. And so that's basketball, swimming, wrestling. They haven't got to compete, and so we're super excited for them. And just moving forward. And so hopefully things are going to get better as we get going through this. It's neat to see kids back in school, and so so it's been a good week. And so next week's going to get a little busier, but it's going to be awesome. So just a couple of things just to remind you everybody that things are different. There's some and what I mean by that is that the athletics are going to look different this year. And things and what the big thing is the goal in this whole process during COVID has been to get our kids back to playing. Like, that's the number one goal, and we need to remember that. Like, I know that there's times where we all want to watch our kids, and I have kids as well, and I'd like to watch them play and do things like that. But if it means that I have to either watch online or I have to miss something, which in my family, I have missed some of their events and things. Then and they want to play. I'm gonna let them play. And so I hope that we're all going in with that we're just grateful for that opportunity for our kids to be able to compete and do their thing. There are some sports where we can't have parents at, based on the size and capacity of the venues. It's just not going to be possible. Also, logistically, there's other logistical things that have put down by the state COVID task force team in order for us to effectively have sports. And it's going to look way different. So yeah, we do get some fans at a few things, very limited. It's all gateless stuff. It has to be, and it's not our rule. It's the rules coming down from the task force and how we can safely conduct sports. There are a bunch of schools, even in Colorado Springs, a bunch of school districts that are not allowing fans, even though they've got a variance that they could allow fans, which is I'll be honest with you, going through this, it's hard to figure out all the logistics because there's rules that the athletes can't cross with the parents. So that means that we have to have different doors that people come in, or they come in at different times. We have to clear gyms, and they have to sit for 30 minutes with clean air. I mean, and so that's why we got game times that are farther apart. If you have an athlete right now that's going to be participating at, in an event this winter, when their event is done, so if it's JV wrestling and they're in the Ox Gym wrestling, then and they're done, you got to take them home. You can't come in and watch varsity. JV's players aren't going to be able to watch varsity players and things like that. So you just gotta do that. So at swimming, cheer, and some wrestling events, there will not be fans at. I'm going to communicate to the coaches and through the coaches with what can. At most of the basketball games, there will be some fans, but we do travel to a couple of places. Pueblo won't let us have fans down there. So we're hoping that everything's live streamed. We will live stream everything at Discovery Canyon that we can. C Squad basketball games will be played down in the middle school gym, just because that's a little bit bigger gym than our Ox Gym, and we can get a few fans in there. So it's all very dependent on the size of the venue, and the variance, and we can't, athletes and parents can't cross. So like, after an event's over, parents, I'm asking you just to please get up and leave so we can clear the gym and get the next thing going. And then if you want to meet with your kids, you can meet with them in the parking lot out there, but we can't stay in the gyms and hang out like we're used to and stuff. And so that's one thing that I'll definitely be missing and stuff. So, but as we roll through this winter season, for you fans of Discovery Canyon Athletics that like to just come and support Discovery Canyon, we truly appreciate it. But this year, there's no walk-up tickets. There's no just come in and watch a basketball game. Like I said, it's all prearranged, gateless stuff. So please just watch it online. our stuff's going to be on DCC YouTube account, and you'll be able to see it. It'll be a live event going on, and so hopefully that'll take care of it, and everybody gets to watch a little bit. But it's been, it's been a long. That's probably why I'm yawning so much. It's been a long, about 3 weeks of figuring out logistics. There are, like I said, there are schools and stuff that have, because of their facilities, um, aren't going to allow fans, their spacing or whatever it is. So we just got to be okay with that. We're not charging this year. So you people that get a chance to attend an event this winter, we're not charging. And so those are, and we're just going to roll and see what happens. Please wear your mask, social distance, even if you're, walking in and stuff like that. There are green X's on the bleachers if you do get to attend an event either in the aux gym or the main gym. Please sit on those green X's. It's because it allows us to do the social distancing thing and all that stuff. So that would be awesome if you could abide by those rules. But we're super excited to get going. And then really, I think the last thing that I have to really say this morning is our booster team meets monthly. We've had some long-standing booster members at Discovery Canyon that have faithfully served and served well. Our booster team has raised thousands and thousands of dollars for the sports teams and for your kids, and have done a great job. And we've linked some good partnerships and things like that. But we're kind of in this phase of a little bit of a turnover on our booster team. And so what we're asking for is if you really want to serve Discovery Canyon and you're athletically minded and your kids play sports and things like that, and you want to serve, and we would ask you to look at serving on the booster team. We've got some positions that are going to be available coming up here at the end of the year. So I'm just asking if you've got some time. It's a monthly meeting. We usually do a fundraiser. It's not that big of a there's certain times of the year it might be a little bigger commitment, but I do think it's been good. We've had a lot of people serve as like sports reps to be the link between coaches and the booster team. But like I said, we're really looking for some people to serve on that committee. If you are thinking about it or want more information, please contact me and we'll chat and we can see if it'll work out for you. But yeah, we're looking for some committee members for our booster team. And so if you get a chance and would like to serve, we'd love to have you. So as we move through this winter season, hopefully I'll get to see some of you, in gyms or at some events. And we're going to get winter sports going here and get these kids back into competing. So thanks for all your support, and we look forward to seeing you in the gyms.